What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm going to be discussing the 888 Corsa and the vxr-r. Now I feel that these two Corsas are the most rarest of all the Corsas. This is sort of ongoing from my last video, however, because I missed these out, along with unfortunately I missed out the Corsa vxr Racing Edition, so I do apologise for that. I was just like, oh no.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And so I'm glad you guys sort of mentioned a couple of these Corsa vxrs. The vxr-r I'd heard of. However, the 888, that was a new one to me. I don't remember that one, and I remember when the vxr-r first came out. I remember seeing them in the dealership and seeing the prices on them. I was like, but I'm going to be discussing them now, showing you guys a couple of photos of them. These photos are courtesy of Evo magazine, and basically going through the specs of them. So let's go. Right then, guys, we'll start with the 888 Corsa vxr. This was derived from the British Touring Car Racing when 888 was a racing team for Vauxhall. They decided to get a dabble with the Corsa vxr and offer a few options for them at the time. This was in 2008. A lot of them have done at the VXR Performance Centre, which was in Banbury. Now, a lot of these Corsas, I'm not too sure how many, both this Corsa and the R, I'm going to say I don't know how many were made. I've tried looking into it, but I couldn't really see a definitive number, if you like. But I know the 888 was a claimed 225 brake and 243 foot-pounds of torque. I do apologise, I'm just looking at notes I've made of the Corsa. It was lowered on 20mm springs. It had blue AP brakes. I've tried to find out some of the prices of the brakes. I couldn't find how much the extra the brakes were to have on. But I do know the Team Dynamics wheels that it came with were £1,360. So there's an extra on top of your obviously buying the Corsa vxr from the dealership. A remap was then added for £550 and a Remus exhaust for £475. Now, I don't know if this is the full system or it's just the back box. I expect it was just the back box and not an entire system. The 0 to 60 claim time was a 6.0 and a top speed of apparently 145 miles an hour. Now, as you can see from the pictures, from what I can find out online, they came in blue or red. There were only two colours I could seem to find of the 888 version of the Corsa vxr. However, I do imagine there was probably different versions of different colours of this. So you could tell me if you found different colours of them. But that is the 888. For the power it's saying, from a map and an exhaust, maybe 225 brake. It's quite believable, but it doesn't say anything about the air filter or anything else. Obviously, back then, the piston fall probably wasn't so known, so it doesn't say anything about putting bigger injectors in. So I can imagine probably one of the reasons these cars aren't about anymore was because they're blown up or something that happened like that. I don't know. You never know. If anyone's watching this and you have a 888 or you have a vxr-r, feel free to comment. Let us know. Let us know your car and what it's like to have, and if I've got any little bits wrong or if there's anything else added to the cars that I haven't mentioned in these videos. So that is the 888. So we'll move on to the vxr-r now. Right then, guys, in 2009, Thorny Motorsport created the vxr-r. Now this was in black with side stripes. It had Team Dynamic wheels with like a green lip. It had AP brakes again, 340mm. It had a Quaife limited slip diff, a Miltech 70mm exhaust, a new intercooler. I'm not too sure how big this was or what sort of design it was. It just, from all information I could find, was just a new intercooler. The injectors were 40% bigger, and then it was remapped to a claim figure of 250 brake and 290 foot-pounds of torque. I don't know, I'm not too convinced of those figures, but I suppose on a brand new car with the bits maybe be getting, but I don't think the turbo would get to 250 brake. That's big. So I would have to see like figures and rolling roads and stuff. I'm just shocked at the figures, guys. 250 brake and 290 foot-pounds of torque from those modifications. Now, I don't think so. But also it came with uprated springs, adjustable dampers, the car was lowered 40mm. Now, this is the interesting one. The cost price new from if you go to Vauxhall and had this, it was £22,495 back in 2009. That was a lot of money for a Corsa vxr, even at 250 brake. It was a lot of money. And you could also add these modifications to a Corsa vxr that you brought from Vauxhall and it cost around 9 grand. 9 grand for those mods. But I suppose back then, obviously with the quaif diff and the wheels and stuff like that, yeah, maybe. But I don't know. The 0 to 60 time that was claimed was of 5.4 seconds, and the top speed of allegedly 160 mile an hour, which 160 mile an hour, I don't think so. I would be really surprised if it could have hit that a 250 brake and you'd be able to hit 160 mile an hour. I imagine it to be a long road to get to them sort of speeds. But yeah, that is the Corsa vxr-r and the Corsa 888. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, hit the subscribe button if you're new, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.